Hello, this is Lauren, and we're live at the OverJam 2014. With us today, we have Meta, and the Cornerstones. How are you doing today? How is everyone doing this today?
Wonderful, wonder great. Yes, doing wonder great. It's a pleasure being here, and we are very happy and excited. Yes.
Well, we're anticipating actually seeing you guys perform later on, and we're looking forward to your whole performance. In actual fact, we haven't really gotten to know all that much about Meta and the Cornerstones, so we'd like to know more about how the group was actually and when the group was founded.
So pretty much we started in New York City. We are based there around 2004. We were playing in little spots here and there, and around 2006, that's when we start really focusing about the core band. And you know how New York City it is a like big melting pot. A lot of people coming from different places. So we joined with Aye Kato from Japan, Shahar from Israel, and Rupa Mackenzie from Jamaica, and me from Senegal. So that's how we started. Yes, yes. Just the melting pot, loving music, playing all around New York City, you know, as a musician coming from different places, you know, we always surfing, searching, till one moment we felt that we were very connected in the engagement of the same vibration we trying to put out there, which is the uplifting motivation, peace, love, and harmony style. So, yes.
Yes, being that you guys are such a diverse group, oh, how did you meet as a group? I mean, from Japan, from Israel, from Senegal. How did this whole combination actually come about with the band?
I think I will let this guy tell the story.
Well, it's funny as it seems, but first time I met Meta in an elevator, going up. Oh, of course, going up. And he came in and we smiled at each other, and I was wearing my guitar, and musician, wow, yeah, of course. And we started talking and we started playing. And this lovely lady right here, she used to come over and see us play in a very small place in Manhattan. Yeah. And she was getting involved with the reggae scene, and we snatched her because she's just the best musician in New York City. And Rupert, would you please ad-lib?
Well, I was on a gig in the East Village, and Meta was on the same gig as well. So we met formally there, and then time passed. And being in the city and in the same circuit, we ran into each other from time to time. And then eventually, the space opened up, and they needed a bass player. So I got a lucky call, and here we are today.
And all of you guys are actually, you know, into reggae. What was the inspiration behind following this particular music genre?
Yes, pretty much. I grew up in Senegal with hip hop. So when I moved to the US, I wanted to continue doing hip hop. So first year I went to Detroit, and seeing the reality in hip hop in the US and Africa was very different. So I couldn't find myself also in that content musically and lyrically. So I was still searching. I knew how to play guitar, acoustic things like that. So I met up with a jazz player called Sean Blackman. And a lot of time we jammed together. So I didn't have no choice but to sometimes sing. And pretty much he was telling me, you got a good voice, you should sing more, sing more. But anyway, I loved hip-hop, the beginning, that was my aim for it. And when I started listening to Bob Marley, actually music, one day coming in from the cold hit me so hard. And I didn't even know the lyrics, what he says, because that time I don't speak no English. But that spirituality that's in his voice, that upliftment, I'm like, yes, this is the music. And from there on, I started, but I always also to combine it with hip-hop, with different styles of music, because also too in Senegal, we grew up listening salsa, merengue, mbalax, African music, so a lot of diverse. So pretty much that vibration is still in me because I grew up with that. So when I met up with Shahar, who was doing rock and roll, I coming from a classical pianist, all of that. So when we get together, we felt like that we can add a lot to this big cake called reggae music with our style. So from there, we just share pretty much what's in the heart and how we feel. Musically, we are very open also because we listen to a lot of genres of music, and we're trying to add these kinds of vibration that are out there lyrically and musically to the backbone reggae and make it wider. Yes.
Thanks. Well, it's very interesting seeing such a diverse group. I mean, I would actually like to get your take on how it is that you came about, being a part of this group specifically, because you're Japanese and reggae music, yes, is a worldwide, phenomenon of this, spirituality and how everybody takes on to this genre. But how is it that you got drawn into it?
The reggae music is really big in Japan. Now I know, but when I was in Japan, I didn't know. The reggae music is still newest music to me. The good thing was I was one of the groupies that are following meta music in East Village, and I started doing it. And then still, this is I think the weakest music that I can play, but. It's less the classical music, more notes you play, and then you have to be like really, perfect. But this one, more freedom, but also the more space makes more music, and that's big difference, I think. And it's really difficult for me too, still, but I can enjoy a little bit now, better than before.
Can I add something small?
Yeah.
I think the beauty of reggae music as a vessel that carries a message is amazing because of the apparently the lightness of it, like the sweetness of the music sometimes allows a very heavy message to come across. Because let's say I also played a lot of rock and some heavy rock, and lyrics are very important to me, as important as music, obviously. So, but when I play in let's say a metal band and stuff, so the music is very hard for a lot of people to catch, and so they miss the message. So with the reggae, there is the sometimes people, they think it's, but if they listen to the music, the lyrics, they're like, whoa. So I'm saying kind of like with a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down kind of thing. So you can carry the message further with the sweetness of appears to the people as sweet, but if they take a minute and they listen to some of the lyrics that people say, it's heavy. So it goes further. I think you can shoot the arrow much further and like straight Legolas style into the. That's it.
Sweet.
And how have you guys been enjoying Slovenia so far, being in Europe? Well, African Life is actually based in Austria, in Vienna, but we're visiting here and we're enjoying it, regardless of the weather being terrible this year, but the sun is coming out. But how has it been for you guys?
It's a very beautiful place from what I've seen. I mean, we got here this morning, and just from the airport to the hotel and from the hotel to here. But just capturing the mountain and the rivers and the whole the forest and everything, it's an amazing place. I love what I've seen so far. I would love to see more. Yeah.
I would say when we got up, everything was green. That's a good sign, and the sun is rising. Yes. Sweet.
What is you guys, I'd say, schedule in terms of being around in Europe? Are you touring? How many other shows will you be performing?
We've been touring now for quite a while, and the last show we did was Reggae on the River.
Yeah.
So it's been like 12 days we haven't played. So today we are super itchy to go on stage. I cannot wait. So we have, a couple more to go. I think we're heading after to Poland tomorrow, Austria. We have New Zealand, Reunion Island, more and more. So super excited. I hope that it will go till December, January. And after we'll just focus on the third album.
Wow.
Yes.
And when will we be expecting the third album?
Right now, is a cooking is a cooking process that we are. So a lot of times everything is in place lyrically, musically. So we'll have to go back and add our spice and think about the whole concept and pick and choose which songs we wanted to also build to be a body. So I don't want to say the date yet because I don't want to go wrong. But all I know that is February. We're definitely ready to lock ourselves in and cook some nice vegetables.
Well, also being such a diverse group, there are lots of aspiring artists out there, lots of aspiring groups back in Africa, right here in Europe. What message would you actually give to them in terms of encouraging them to keep on doing what they're doing and getting to the heights and reaching those goals, actually?
Wow, actually, I think the interview, this is one of the heaviest one, right? Okay, so I would say that I think we all should now start focusing on positivity, seeing the beauty of life, because there's so much negativity that are around, but we keep feeding it. By I'm not saying let's close our eyes and don't see what's going on, but let's feed also the positive side, because by the feeding that, you end up in dominating the other side. There is nothing. There is just a weak but darkness. So lyrically, for the artists, in all genres of music, I think that we should think about the children, and that says it all, because they vibrate into music heavily. So what we feed them pretty much affect also their life. It's just like we are a perfect brainwashers. We can use to brainwash in a positive way, or we can use to brainwash in a negative way. And, go back and look at history, and not pointing out anything that is past and ugly, but how we can talk about what was out there, those good values, and give them revival, and with what we have today, and move to the future. I think that is very important, because now I would say that is a conscious humanity that is going on. Everybody know what's going on. Technology is there, as much as some people say it is a bad thing, but I think that there is a great thing that everything that happens, everybody know. People get to see and to learn quick. Is the process of the consciousness is very quick. So we should just gravitate also to that and know that that is a beautiful gift that happening in our generation, and use all of these forces and put all of those beautiful pieces that spreads all around the world and make it to one and motivate. I would say music, yoga, sport, all of these things that bring people together, we should feed that. Because coming together, that's where the power is, because the power is not I, not you, not them, is we. So that we is very important. Yeah.
And as a female, being the rose amongst all the thorns, I'd say, what is your take on for those ladies out there who are also aspiring artists, who are playing in bands as well? What word of advice would you give them?
I give them? I have no advice to give them.
You just have piano to play them.
Whenever I see women on stage singing or playing instruments, I just feel woman power. And I get a lot of comments that from women after the show that they do get the woman power from me, and I feel the same way from them. So I have no advice to them. Zero. But I just take 100% from them.
Sweet.
Well, we would like to say thank you very much for affording us this opportunity to interview you. We definitely, I suppose, everybody who is here and we from African Life are looking forward to seeing you live on stage. The only opportunity we've had this far is everything we've managed to see on YouTube, but it was wonderful. It was splendid. So yes, we also wish you all the best on your on the rest of your tours as well. And yeah, we hope to see you soon sometime again. Tongue twisters today.
Thank you for
So
having us, African Live. Keep your eyes open and rise to the top. Peace.
thank you.